guys? It's your girl Matt Cox here with MA Couture Crafting. Our journey takes us to Monica's Bead Emporium. This is in Palm Springs, California, which is probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours from me. You never know where I will end up. This was actually during a quilt run. They had a quilt run. I wasn't really doing the quilt run. It just so happened that I was out there and I figured I would do, I think I did 3. I think you have to do 3 to participate. You never know. But I just happened to go. So they had their best foot forward this day. It was live and jumping and somewhat crowded. I mean, not like super duper crowded, but there were a lot of people in there. It was a lot happening. I'm glad that I actually chose this particular day to go. When you arrive, you see beautiful samples that they're selling, which is pretty cool because sometimes you'd rather just buy than make it yourself. And they have a ton of samples. You guys know that I am a samples girl. I want to see the samples of all the things. Make every pattern that your store carries. That's impossible, but you get what I'm saying. This store has it. They were friendly. I ordered some stuff that they didn't have, and Monica herself sent me an email, so you are able to reach the owner of the store if you need to. There are just so many things to see. It's part quilt store, part bead store, and if you are a bead worker, jewelry maker, I'm sure you know about this store because there were tons and tons of beads things there. Probably just as much bead stuff there as quilt stuff. They carried the big names. They had, again, samples galore, patterns galore. And in the back, I even think that they do classes. I didn't see any tables or anything, but the way that it was set up, I feel like they probably do have classes that they do in the back of the store. It's a good sized store. Again, friendly, lovely. I definitely suggest that if you were in the Palm Springs area, please stop by and go to this store. You will not be disappointed. All right, if you'd like to see this store through my eyes, please keep watching. Bye-bye. Monica's Quilt and Bead Creations. This is a really cute store. So this is during an actual shop hop. So they were putting their best foot forward this day. So I don't know if this stuff is all out all the time. But they have handcrafted stuff that you can actually purchase, quilts for purchase. Look at this one. This one almost came home with me, this Indian style quilt. So when you walk in, there's a couple of chairs for what I assume are the guys to kind of hang out while their wives or significant others shop. They have sample stuff over there that you can purchase. Look, it's the book I made. I hate that I forgot to purchase those fabrics that we're looking at right now. I meant to grab some yardage, but oh well, I can always go back. This shop is in Palm Springs, which is like a 2-hour drive for me. Not too bad. And when you go straight in the store and to the left, this is what you'll see. Fabrics everywhere. Something special about this shop, obviously you can tell, are the samples. I love to go in a quilt shop and see a ton of samples. It's what makes me want to buy and kind of what I know I can do with whatever I see. It's so inspirational. They had some Indian fabrics right there. We have some batiks. And of course, I'm going to get all the shots of what? The samples. Look at that Southwest denim designs. It looks like a canteen. Here are your whites. They have an array of whites, which is so important. I'm chasing a white right now, and they have a ton of whites. They have some novelty fabrics. They have a little bit of everything in here. You name it, they've got it. This is a larger store. It's one of the larger quilt stores that I've been in thus far. Here are some hoops so that you can do the pop-up trash cans and stuff. Look at that birdie and the owl. So cute. Up in that corner, those baskets. I think I want to make one. Look at that sample quilt there. Some more fabrics. We even make apparel in this store. They have classes that are currently going on. Oh, I wanted that kit so bad. I do not have one reason to buy that guitar kit, but I wanted it so bad. Isn't it gorgeous? What am I going to do with that? And it was 40% off. It almost came home with your girl, but I didn't do it. Look at that kit. Oh, It's just gorgeous. More kits here that are available, all different kinds of kits. Your best press, your threads. Look, they even have the variegated threads. Some more samples. I'm chasing a variegated thread right now. If you guys know where I can get the Unicorn Mane by Wizardry, let me know, because I want it desperately. That's pretty, all black and white. As I'm taking the videos, I don't always register what I see. Like, I try to look at the store after I finish kind of capturing it for the first time. I try to go back through it, but you just miss stuff. And with this video, I'm seeing stuff, you know, through fresh eyes, I guess, or through the camera lens. I don't know. So we've got our freezer paper. I didn't know they made freezer paper sheets, which is awesome. Vellum papers for your paper piecing. We've got some more thread back here. Specialty threads, Aurifil. They've got what you need. Some more apparel, little kid apparel here. I think that's little kid. You know, I'm plus size, so even regular size stuff sometimes looks like kids' clothing. We've got fat quarters on this back wall, and I mean fat quarters for days. Name a color, you can find a fat quarter in that color in these bins. And I think it's, if you buy 12, you get one for free. Great deal. And I like the way that they're displayed. That's a really cool and fresh way to display fat quarters. That room in the back is by far my favorite. They had it all set up for the shop hop, where they give you your fabric and the pattern and whatnot. They have lots of patterns in this store. Look, it's a tuffet. Love tuffets. Look at that. Oh, I want to do that Halloween thing. I wonder if I bought that pattern for that panel, because it's so cute. Look at these samples. I think I bought the fish. I'm surprised I didn't buy the Halloween one. I don't think I did. See, now I need to take a drive back to Palm Springs. And I ordered something that they didn't have, and Monica herself was the one who corresponded with me to let me know that she was shipping it. She shipped it as soon as she got it, and I have what I was looking for, which was, I think, some pattern. I bought a lot of patterns from the store. So as you go back up to the front, you'll see some more bag patterns. They have a ton of patterns by Aunties 2. I think it's Aunties 2. Tons of them, along with tons of samples of those bags. Look at this. Look at all of that fabric. Well, that's an interesting quilt pattern. And just some reds. Ooh, that feels very holiday-esque. I don't know why. And then we've got the abstract jungle elephant in a print and the giraffe. And now we have some Asian style prints here. I'm telling you, if you need it, look at the yo-yos. I didn't even realize how many like yo-yo projects they had. I'll show you guys another yo-yo project they had. And I was like, what? How did I miss this? I definitely am going to have some yo-yo stuff coming, because I bought a ton of yo-yo stuff in one of the quilt stores. And here's our notion wall. It is stacked. You know I love a good notion wall. I want to buy anything that's going to make the job easier. We've got needles for days. I like that. Ooh, there's the lion. I have that pattern. I've got some plans for it. Way, 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 way down the line. When people forget whose pattern that is. Well, I don't know if they'll ever forget whose it is, but we'll see. So here is some Bosal, the foam for certain projects that's already pre-cut, which is pretty cool. I like Bosal pre-cuts. And now we're going to get into the bead section. So the store is kind of split into, well, it's not kind of, it is split into a section for beads and then a section for quilting. Here is the Laura Heine stuff. We all know her work immediately because she has a very clear voice. And here we have some more Auntie 2's patterns, her bag patterns. I've got to try one or two of those. And these are so cute. These are actual kits, like they're Cuddle Kits. And they have a bunch of different options right here. I've never seen Cuddle Kits before. And right dead ahead, that's all a Cafe. That's some Free Spirits section straight ahead. And we've got some more bags and totes. I love that they have a ton of bags and totes in the store and patterns for it. And then we've got cork that you can sew. Look at this. This guy almost came home with me too because it's a rainbow, and you guys know how much I love a good rainbow. More cuddle. Look at all that cuddle. Cuddle, cuddle, cuddle. And these are the 3-yard quilts by, why can't I think of that lady's name? I'm going to be doing some 3-yard quilts coming up pretty soon. So stay tuned for my take on her 3-yard quilts. Look at those roosters up there. I know country really isn't my style, but every time I see a rooster or a chicken, I'm like, I want to do a rooster or a chicken quilt. I probably will at some point. Here are their blacks in their black section. Oh, I forgot I wanted that fabric. What am I going to do with that fabric? I don't know. So here we are. Now we're into the beads section because, again, it is kind of broken up into beads and quilting. If you are a bead person, I am sure that you already know about this store because it's all about beads. It is big time. You name whatever kind of bead. Ooh, Victorian. That reminds me of Bridgerton. Any kind of bead, anything. They've got it. They've got all kinds of stuff. Look at that. Beads galore. I enjoyed walking through the beads section. Now, what am I going to do with beads? I don't know. And then they have the classes back here and tons of jewelry samples. I've dabbled in a little jewelry making here and there. I have the things. I got a tool or two. And boy, do they have some really, really, really nice samples. I wonder if you can purchase the samples. Isn't this store just lovely? And now we have books to teach us how to do our beading and jewelry making. Tons of tools. I want to do flat braids. It's pretty cool. You name it, they've got the notion for it. Okay, so now I've wandered back into the quilt section. That's something I want to make. Have no idea what it is. Maybe it's a placemat. I don't know. Oh, it is a placemat. I wonder if I purchased that pattern. It seems like the kind of thing that I would purchase. Again, I purchased a lot of patterns from the store, like hundreds of dollars worth of patterns. I just went pattern crazy because they have all these samples. Samples will make me buy the things. Pillow is too cute. If I could get a ruffle down, maybe I would do that. I purchased that pattern recently for that bag. Oh, I've got table runner stuff coming soon, guys. Just stay with me because I've got plans for this channel. We're going to do the things. And some more. And so we're back in that little room. Remember, I have to wait for people to kind of clear out, and so that I'm not taping people while I'm taping this. So I'm going back and forth. This is the room that's in the back, and these are the samples that they had on the wall. And they were doing a huge sale, I believe, for the shop hop. So like the kits were all 40% off. And they had tons of projects back here. Oh, I could have just stayed in this store forever looking at all the projects. Look at that. Chenille. Planning on playing with chenille at some point. Some more cork projects with the patterns, and they have classes working with the fabrics. More bags. Bags galore. Here is something that I think this is what the pattern that I purchased that they didn't have at the time. Look at this. Isn't that neat? It's all 3-dimensional ornaments and stuff. Maybe I'll do a whole quilted tree ornament. Yeah, right. We'll see. I love those table toppers that are hexagons, and I bought every single pattern book that they have for those. I think they're made to switch out for the seasons, but I just want to make all those. Love them. More bags. I believe these are Aunties 2. Whenever I see that certain quilting, that straight line quilting, I assume it's an Aunties 2 pattern. So these are the 3-yard quilt kits. They've actually done the quilt so you can see what it looks like. and more hexagons. I actually purchased that panel that I'm skipping over. Oh, look at those buttons. So pretty. I want to go buy big buttons and put them on a bag. And then over here in this corner, we have some stuffed animals, which I really enjoyed. And as we come around, ooh, look at that. What a lovely color choice. So masculine. Ooh, rainbow. Fat quarters galore back here. Now this quilt, at first glance, I didn't get it. But as I looked at it, look at that. That's yo-yos. What? Doing it. They have a whole table of like three-dimensional stuff here. And I'm just loving every bit of it. So if you guys get a chance, please go check out Monica's. It is absolutely worth the trip. See you later.